Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Life with Lo. In today's video, guys, we're gonna go over a quick how-to tutorial for how to style your locks in between your retwists. No wash, no retwist, just styling your lock with frizzy roots. A couple of tips for how to get rid of buildup in between wash days. We're gonna be doing jumbo braids on locks, and I'm gonna share with y'all a few ways to style it. So if you're interested in something like that, definitely keep watching. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel because we are really keeping it coming with the content this time, y'all. I am being so for real with my channel this time. I know I've said it 100 times. Don't hold it against me. I'm for real this time though. Okay, anyways, let's get right into it. So if y'all are anything like me, sometimes we can't quite do our lock maintenance routine on time. So I have just about approached my 4-week mark, and I should be washing my hair today and doing a full out retwist, but it's already 2 p.m. and that would take literally like 24 hours. So only because it takes a long time for my hair to dry, I don't typically sit under a dryer because I don't have one here at the house, and I like to let it air dry. So we can't quite do that today, and I'm gonna have a very busy weekend. So we're gonna get to it next week. So if you're anything like that and maybe you had to postpone your lock maintenance routine, but you're looking a little out of control, kind of like I am, the frizz is really getting me, or maybe your buildup is really showing out, and you just need to go in and do a little quick fix, a little quick cleanse. Oh, Lola. Hey girl. Hey girl. I'm recording. Lola, you want to say hey? Want to say hey to you too? Anyways, before we were so rudely interrupted, yeah, so this, I have a little bit built up right here, as you can see. This is probably a combination of sweat buildup, sweat residue, dead skin cells, of course, and a little bit of edge control. I do use edge control from time to time, but definitely not often, and I don't use a whole lot. So this is really minor, and this is going to come out pretty easy. But like I said, since we're not going to go through a whole entire wash, what we are going to do, rub a little micellar water on the perimeter and just kind of work it out. So I recently discovered that micellar water is actually beneficial and can be used on locks. So that was news to me, but it's definitely an interesting fun fact and something that I think is very beneficial because a lot of us these days have micellar just sitting around in the house. So I'm going to use that way I don't have to go all the way in with an actual shampoo. And here is my little technique for how I'm going to do it. So if you suffer from oil excess, you might want to look into like massaging micellar water on your scalp if you have a bad dandruff or buildup issue on your scalp. Let me know, by the way, if you've ever considered using micellar water. I definitely want to hear more about that. We don't need much. I'm actually going to transition this into a small spray bottle. I have a little spray bottle that I'm going to use, and just going to pour some of the micellar into this spray bottle. I don't need a whole lot, and we're just going to go ahead and spray where we want the micellar water. I did read online that you have to rinse out the micellar, so after we let this sit for a couple of minutes, we're gonna go in with regular water and flush it out with regular water. But as you can see, like, this was one of my troubled locks, so I'm just massaging it in where the buildup was at, really trying to break that down. Spraying this along the edges is really just going to dilute the micellar and really just flush it out since we aren't washing it completely. And really saturate this out. I know it looks like I'm being pretty rough. You guys be gentle on your edges. Take care of your edges. Personally, I think my edges are thinning a little bit, so I will be using my growth oil pretty heavily, and I think that's because all the tension, and I'm also experiencing a lot of weight these days with my locks. They are a little over 8 years old, so the weight is starting to show. Now that that's done, let's get into the products that we're going to use. We're also going to be moisturizing with the MDLM Rose Water and Jojoba Oil and Biotin Moisture Mist. Then we're also going to be nourishing our scalp with the Growth Elixir with JBC and tea tree oil. We're going to be setting our braids with mousse because we're going to get a 2 out of 1 with this style. Y'all know how I like to do. So we're going to use the mousse to set our braids curls in. So when we take it down, we got this really nice, pretty, shiny, wavy curl going on. And of course, we're going to be using our retwist gel. Even though we're not retwisting, we are going to be using a little bit of gel to give it a sleek look. And of course, a few regular rubber bands. All right, step 1, I want my braids to be jumbo because like I said, I need this process to be quick. So I'm going to go ahead and pre-section my locks. And as you guys can see, they are actually layered because I did layer my locks at the beginning of the year. So some of my braids are going to be different lengths. I'm okay with that. If you do have shorter length locks and you want to use this style inspo, you can just add, what I would recommend is adding Marley or Cuban twist hair. That type of hair, you can use that to extend your braids and that will look the most natural and the most like consistent, like your locks on top with the Marley hair on the bottom to extend your braids. That looks most natural. Now I've done that many times with my clients and they say they love the look because it's so like cohesive. It looks very like a flawless finish. I'm gonna go ahead and section it off. I'm probably going to do 2 in the back for sure. We'll probably manage to get maybe 4 here in the center and then 4 right here in the front. Okay, so I am all sectioned off. Like I said, I did the 2 here in the front, the 2 in the middle, and the 1 in the back. I don't actually know what it looks like in the back, but y'all know me, that's none of my business. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing a couple of braids in the back because I can't really show you a tutorial for that. But when I get to the front braids, I will do the tutorial for that portion. Okay guys, we made it to the front. I am gonna go ahead and give you guys a little preview of what the back looks like, but don't be too harsh on me, okay? Because I can't see back there. That's what we're working with. If you guys could tell, I actually ended up doing like a little knotted situation on the bottom instead of like a regular tapered braid. I did the little lock knot technique on the bottom, but that's only because it is layered, so there was so many different lengths going on and I just wanted to try that look. I saw somebody else do it on like Pinterest and I was like, why not? Let me try it. Okay, so step 1, guys, you're just gonna want to spray and go ahead and moisturize your hair because if you're like me in the same situation, it's pretty dry. It is really dry right now. So go ahead and moisturize. I do recommend using this spray daily. Like you're going to need, especially if you have, you know, a coarser type of hair, a drier hair type, then you might want to moisturize a little more often. So I'm just going in. It doesn't need to be dripping, but I do want to make sure it's saturated again so that my braids could hold the curl when I take them down. After you did that with the rose water spray, then you could just go in with the setting mousse. This is going to really allow the curl to hold a lot better than if you were to not use this at all. So I want my curls to last for a while. I want them to be tight and like really bouncy and everything like that. So I love using the setting mousse. Again, this is from Loc in Pomade. This is an actual setting mousse. It's not just regular styling mousse. They are different. So I recommend the setting mousse for this particular situation. I like this one also because it adds a bit of shine to your hair. So you get 2 benefits, and it's made with olive oil. And if you feel it, like I really love the way it coats my hair. It just makes it feel so strong and moisturized. I'm gonna go ahead and try to clean up the part a little bit. I'm not trying to do too much, but clean the part up as best as I can. All right, now that it's pretty moisturized, I'm just gonna go in with the Bella Teak Hold Retwist Gel, Maximum Hold. I've been using this for a while and it works really good, as far as no buildup, no flaking, and a really pretty hold. Sleek, pretty, tight. Love that. And I love the texture of this product. Like when I used to retwist my clients, it didn't used to like melt all over my hands and make a mess. So this has definitely been one of my favorite finds as far as a retwist gel goes. And basically what I did was I just put some in my hands and I rubbed them together like that. And I'm just gonna smooth it on and slick it like we used to do when we had ponytails. But I'm just gonna slick it like that because I'm trying to tie in as much frizzy hair as I possibly can. Now this next step is super important. When you start to braid, you want to make sure all that frizzy hair you kind of collected, that part is super important. Make sure all the frizzy hair is together. And then when you start braiding, you're going to want to do your braid as tight as possible. This is so it will last us until we're actually ready to do our retwist. I feel like I accomplished that pretty well. Okay, now for the actual part that we lock knot, because it's pretty uneven at the bottom. So I literally just wrap one of them around the lock. And then I'm going to take another one and wrap this one also. And flip this last one up and just wrap it around to create my little knot. Super cute. But yeah, really simple. And then in the end, we're gonna slick these edges. Last one, guys, but I just want to talk about a few things as far as being a loctician. So as some of you guys know, I used to be a full-time 6-figure loctician, but recently decided to step back from doing hair full-time, and I haven't fully decided what I want to do with my future as far as being a loctician. For multiple reasons, guys. It has nothing to do with the career itself. Well, kind of, a little bit it does. So I will say, I just want to give you guys some advice. If you are considering being a loctician, I highly recommend it, because it is such an underserved market. So there is so much room for new people to come in and really just dominate in the industry, because it is a very underserved market and it is a high demanding market, meaning there are so many people that want locks, are starting their lock journey, and are really just looking for a high quality loctician to count on. Y'all, TikTok ain't let me save the outro, but basically, guys, this is the finished product, and I'm gonna show you a couple ways that I like to style these jumbo braids. Of course, the very last thing that I did, guys, was oil my scalp with the growth elixir. I just went through the parts and tried to get up in the braids with the oil elixir, and then I wrapped it with a scarf and left it on for a few minutes to help lay everything down so it looks nice and smooth like it does here. But yeah, so one of my favorites is, of course, the side part. That's my go-to, y'all. Side part just makes me look elegant, in my opinion. It kind of elevates my style or my look. So this would be definitely like an evening type of look or a date night type of look. Another way that I really like to style it, guys, this is probably going to be my go-to one, but it's the tied behind my head. Like, it's kind of like half up, half down a little bit. I really just took the two braids that are over my ears and I just pulled those back into a ponytail. So simple, but this is my day-to-day look. Like, I'm running errands, or I'm just a day date, if you will. Anything like that, this is going to be my go-to style for sure. Super simple, but super cute. Last but not least, I have the tied back into a ponytail. This is giving very athletic look. It's giving like an athleisure type of fit. It could also definitely be a date night type of look though. I kind of like how sleek and pulled back it looks, and it just shows off my facial features. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Love y'all, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.